What is poverty alleviation? Have you ever wondered how societies can truly eliminate poverty? Poverty alleviation is all about the efforts and processes aimed at reducing or completely removing poverty. This means ensuring that everyone has access to basic needs like food, shelter, healthcare, education, and jobs. But how does this connect to socialism and social justice? From a socialist viewpoint, poverty is seen as a direct result of the capitalist system. In capitalism, a small group of people owns most of the wealth, which leads to inequality. This inequality often leaves many individuals struggling to meet their basic needs. Socialism argues that to tackle poverty effectively, we must change the economic system itself. Instead of relying on market forces or making small changes within capitalism, socialism promotes the idea of collective ownership. This means that factories, land, and resources are owned by the community rather than private individuals. The goal here is to produce and distribute wealth based on human needs rather than profit. In a socialist system, no one is left without the essentials for a dignified life because resources are planned and allocated democratically. Key elements of poverty alleviation in socialism include ending the exploitative relationship between workers and owners. This is done by removing private ownership of production means. A planned economy is established where decisions about what to produce and how to distribute goods are made collectively. This often involves the participation of workers and communities in the decision-making process. Another important aspect is guaranteeing universal access to healthcare, education, housing, and employment. In socialism, these are considered rights, not privileges. This means everyone should have access to these essential services regardless of their financial situation. Additionally, social safety nets are put in place to support those who cannot work, such as the elderly or disabled individuals. Historical examples show how socialist reforms have helped lift people out of poverty. For instance, in China, land reform and the abolition of feudal systems, combined with collective economic development, have lifted millions out of poverty. These reforms addressed the root causes of poverty instead of just treating the symptoms. In contrast, capitalist approaches often provide temporary relief through welfare programs. However, socialism argues that real poverty alleviation requires a fundamental change in who controls production and how wealth is shared. By removing the profit motive and placing production under public or collective ownership, socialism aims to create an economy that serves everyone's needs equally. So, poverty alleviation from a socialist perspective is not just about reducing poverty levels. It is about eliminating the conditions that create poverty through collective ownership, democratic planning, and ensuring that everyone has access to life's necessities.